too.
Yes. Yeah. Well, this evening we are going to divide our time the next hour a little differently than we normally do. We're going to dedicate a little more of our time towards the end of class to meditation. So the first portion of our class will move. We'll get some movement in. We'll move gently and with awareness. And then we'll move into an observance of our breath. We will sit and observe our breath. And then we'll practice meditation for loving kindness, also known as metta. And in my heart tonight, this evening's practice, I would like to dedicate it to Mr. George Floyd. And I am really wanting to sit in solidarity tonight and use this time as a way to sit peacefully and to look inward. So I just want to thank you so much for joining me, and let's get started. Okay. If you happen to have a couple of blocks at home, I've got a couple of blocks back here. We're going to use them for one of our postures. So you'll want to grab those if you do have them. If you don't, and you happen to have like a couple of pillows or a bolster, that will work too. Just something that if you need to place support underneath you for Hero's Pose, which is a pose that we'll be using the block for, have that extra support for yourself nearby. Okay, and then we'll just start in a comfortable seated position. So I want you to sit cross-legged. I'm going to go ahead and also mute everybody except for myself. And then we'll get started. Okay, so sitting with your legs crossed, placing your hands somewhere comfortable, either on your knees or perhaps in your lap, so that your shoulders feel relaxed. Sitting up nice and tall. Now you can either keep your eyes open, just softly gazing, either onto the earth or someplace steady. Or you can close your eyes altogether and just allow the awareness to now turn inward. So I want you to bring your attention into the places where you are touching the ground. Notice the temperature of the air on your skin, the way that your clothes feel on your body. And now tune into your breath, your beautiful breath. The breath is the essence of life. So tuning into the way that your breath moves in and out through your body. And I want you to travel along with your breath wherever it goes in your body. Notice where you feel the breath. Is it in the belly center, the ribs, the chest, shoulders? Maybe it's in the neck or the throat. Or maybe it's just right there at the nostril area, right there on the upper lip. Just take a moment to be with your breath. And now I want you to join your palms together right in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra, which is a hand gesture for peace. And we'll open our practice with an Om. So if you'd like to join, take a nice breath in. Bow your chin. Release your hands down. And then flutter open your eyes, taking in the earth first. And then go ahead and lift your gaze. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and take the arms out to the side as we inhale. We're going to reach our arms up. Big breath in. And on the exhale, you're going to bring your palms together again, right in front of your heart, releasing the breath. Let's do that again. Inhale and take the arms out and up. And then exhale, joining the palms together at the heart. Now let's do this 3 more times. Feel free to close your eyes if you want to. Just keeping your attention on the inside. Keeping your attention on the breath, on the sensations you feel in your body. Just creating that yoga, that uniting, yoking, connecting aspect of yoga. Connecting mind and body. Once you finish the 3 rounds, hands are going to come back towards your heart. And we're going to take the right hand down to the earth. Inhale the left arm up. And then take an exhale and lean. Lean over towards your right. Just taking a gentle side bend. We're going to inhale to come back through center. Arms up. And then exhale over towards the left. And we're going to go back and forth. Moving in a way that's as gentle as you want to be this evening, as nurturing as you want to be this evening towards your body and whatever you're feeling in the body. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, we're going to go 1 more time on each side. I'll be finishing up on my left. And then coming back to center. I want you to just keep your arms up for a moment. Let your breath keep flowing in and out. See if you can find a sense of relaxation in the top of the shoulders as best you can, the sides of the neck. Relaxing in the facial muscles. Notice if you're gripping in your jaw or in your eyes, the space between your eyebrows. To see if you can soften, if there's any sense of tension. And now take your arms just a little wider so you're in a nice V shape. And stay here and breathe. Just kind of staying with this for a moment. You know, it can be tough. You're feeling the length here of your spine, continuing to grow tall. But also feeling your roots, feeling the parts of you that are touching the ground, connecting to the earth in that centered, steady kind of way. And now take the arms out to the side like a T. And just stay here and breathe for a moment. Rolling your shoulders back and down. You might get a sense of your shoulders pressing onto your back, your heart opening. If this is too much, give a little bend to the elbows. That can help soften some of the tension in the bicep muscles. And 1 more breath. And then go ahead and release. Good, and now just shake your arms out. Just give them a nice shake. Let that tension just release out through your fingertips, from your shoulders, all the way out. Good. Okay, and now from here, I want you to come onto your hands and knees, and we're gonna move through some cat-cow movements. So if you happen to have your a little blanket or something to place under the knees, and you want to give the knees some extra support, go ahead and place that down now. And then come right onto your hands and knees. Your hands are under your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. And on your next breath in, you're going to lift your head, lift your heart, lift your tailbone. Just kind of moving your heart forward in between the gates of your arms. And then on the exhale, you're going to round your spine, push the earth away, drop the head, drop the tailbone. Let's move back and forth between these two postures here. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping that same awareness on your breath, sensation you're feeling in your body. And just doing the best you can to be in this moment right now, right here, right now. Being as gentle as you want to be in your movements, as nurturing as you want to be. And then come on back to center, back to a nice neutral position. And you're going to stretch your right leg back behind you. Okay? You can keep your toes on the earth for a moment. And then I want you to stretch your left arm out and karate chop the earth with the pinky side of the hand. Okay? And now, once you're here, I want you to work on pushing the earth away with your right hand and your left shin bone, and really zipping up the front of your body, from your pubic bone to your lower ribs, feeling a sense of strength and stability right there in your center. On your next breath in, you're going to lift your right leg and lift your left arm, and then exhale and tap it down. Inhale, lift, and exhale, tap it down. I want you to do 3 more like that. Inhale, you might feel the glute muscle on that right leg. Okay, really firing up and working the back of the leg. And you know, when you get to that 5th one, okay, you're at the top here, you're reaching, see if you can stay here and breathe. And just hold. Focus on being nice and long in your spine, long in your body. Steady breath. Okay. And then go ahead and set the limbs down, and you're going to make your way into a child's pose for a little rest. So 2 big toes will touch. Hips will go back towards your heels. You'll let your forehead come down towards the earth, and you'll allow your arms to rest for a moment. Okay, soften your elbows. Soften your neck, your jaw. And just breathe here. Just breathe. All right, now let's approach the second side here. So come on up to tabletop again. Just bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we're gonna go with the left foot now. Left leg stretches out, right arm stretches out, tapping the toes and that pinky edge of your right hand down onto the earth, zipping up nice and strong in your midline. And you've got 5 total on this side. Inhale, we lift and lengthen. Good. Exhale, tap it down. Just kind of trying to keep that steadiness in your center. See if you can move just the leg and the arm. Everything else stays nice and still. Just inviting in that attention, that focus on what you're doing, staying present. And when you get to the 5th one, the 5th round, you're going to lift, lengthen, and hold. And just be here. You got it. Push your left shin bone down. Good. Push down through the left hand. Resist gravity. It wants to pull you down, but you're not going to let it. Good. And then exhale and release back to child's pose again. You're gonna let your knees find the earth. Let your hips move back towards your heels and rest. Just rest. Good. And now from here, I want you to come on up into your tabletop pose once again. And once you get to this tabletop position, go ahead and curl your toes under. And we're gonna make our way into a downward facing dog. So you're gonna lift your hips up, push the earth away, start to straighten the legs, and think of moving the hips up and back. And then once you get here, feel free to move in any way that would feel good. You wanna bend one knee, sink the opposite heel. Let your head be heavy. Think of it as like a ripe melon hanging off a vine. Okay, lots of length through the back and front of your neck. Relax, breathe. Good. Just gaining a little bit of perspective here that's different. I love being upside down just for a moment, helps me clear my head. Really nice. And now from here, you're gonna come forward into a plank position. And you're gonna walk your right knee forward and set it down. Okay, setting up for pigeon pose. Now as the right knee comes forward, you might start to walk the foot a little bit towards the left. Your left knee is gonna come down towards the earth and that back leg is stretched out nice and long. You're then gonna walk your hands forward and start to lower yourself down to your elbows for pigeon pose. A little hip stretch. Now think of your two frontal hip bones, the very front of your pelvis, as being even. So the weight shouldn't be shifted all the way over to the right side, but it should be evenly distributed between the right and the left side. If you want to, you can lower all the way down to your forehead. That feels comfortable. Stretching the arms out. Or you can stay propped up onto the elbows. Just taking a nice stretch here in the hips. Now to come out of pigeon pose, you're gonna prop yourself up onto your hands. You'll curl your left toes under. You're gonna lift that back leg, push up into your hands. Straighten your right leg out so that you're in plank position. And then go ahead and come into a downward facing dog again. And once you get here, pedal your feet and just move in any way that would feel good. And now go ahead and shift forward again, coming forward into plank position. Lower your left knee down to the ground. Okay, and then start to slide it forward as if you're gonna touch your left knee to your left wrist. And then maybe you walk the foot over towards the right a little bit. And then you lower your right knee down. And now you're just resting. You're propping yourself up onto that left shin bone. And you've got your right leg stretched out back behind you. You can lower down to your elbows here if you'd like. And then just let your head drop. Just breathing. Gently helping the body to release. Gently helping yourself to let go. Just release tension in the body. And then to come up, we'll go ahead and place our hands on the ground. We're going to prop ourselves up. You're going to curl your back toes under, those right toes. Straighten your leg. Push into your hands, lift your left leg, straighten it behind you so you're back into that plank position. And then go ahead and move once again into a down dog and just breathe. Pedaling your feet, maybe noticing how your legs, how your hips, how your back feel now. And then from here, I want you to come on down to your knees once again. And we're going to move into hero's pose. And so you might want to grab that block or two. Hero's pose is a kneeling posture. And so it's helpful to have something to sit on too. So what I like to do is take a block and bring it in between the ankles. And then have that for my hips to sit up onto. Your knees can be about the distance of the hips, or you can walk the knees a little bit closer together. If you don't have a block, you can also sit up onto a pillow or a bolster. If you don't have the right props and it's uncomfortable to sit right onto the heels, then just come into a cross-legged position instead, just seated on the floor in any comfortable way that works best for you and your body. And I just want you to close your eyes for a moment. We're going to use this pose to help connect us to our root chakra, the one at the base of the spine. So I want you to just bring your awareness all the way down to the places that you are touching the ground, where you feel yourself seated on the earth. Let your hands rest comfortably in your lap. Let your shoulders relax. And then rest your awareness right there at the sit bones, right where you feel the base of your pelvis resting onto the earth, onto your heels, or maybe onto that block if you're sitting on a block. And just take a moment to draw the two sit bones energetically towards one another. It's almost as if you could move them towards each other, what would that feel like? A little squeezing gently of those pelvic floor muscles. So the root chakra is that part of ourselves that's deeply connected to our roots, where we come from. It's associated with family, blood, earth. This is our deepest sense of self begins here. So taking a moment just to allow yourself to be with that feeling there, right at the base. You can even picture the color red. It's the root chakra, also known as Muladhara. Muladhara means root. The color of the chakra is red, a deep, deep red, like a crimson. Now, just go ahead and bring your palms together right in front of your heart. And I want you to just rub your hands. You can allow your eyes to open up here if you'd like. Just letting your palms create some nice warmth. And then I'd like you to take a nice deep breath in. I want you to open up your palms, bring them right in front of you, and just breathe right into your hands so you can feel the warmth of your breath. And then rub your palms together again. And then do that one more time. And just feel your breath, that essence of life as you breathe right into your hands. And go ahead and let your palms come down. And we're going to move into a seated meditation posture from here. So hero's pose is one posture you can take. So if you're happy here, you feel comfortable and you want to remain here, you've got enough support under you so your knees are not feeling too much weight-bearing pressure, you can stay right here. If you prefer to come into the posture we started with, okay, the seated cross-legged position, you can make your way there too. Now we're going to move into meditation practice for observing the breath. We're going to observe our breath for 9 minutes. 9 minutes. 9 minutes is the estimated amount of time that Mr. Floyd was on the ground being pinned down by those officers. And just saying that, I start to get heavy right here. All right, so I'm going to be timing us. So I've got a little timer, so you don't have to worry about watching the time yourself. I'm going to watch for you. And when we observe the breath, okay, all we're doing is observing the breath as it moves in and out through your body. So all you have to do is connect with where you feel the breath the most and just allow your attention to be there and to return there every time your mind wanders. Okay? It's inevitable that thoughts are going to come in, that emotion may come up, and all you have to do is just acknowledge that you're thinking or that you're feeling. And one little trick that I use when I do this practice is if I have a thought come in and I know in this moment that I'm practicing observing my breath, I'll just ask myself in that moment, is it important? Okay? And the answer will be yes or no. Okay? And so if the thought or if the feeling is important, then you can simply say, okay, I'll come back to you later. Right now I'm watching my breath. And then, if the answer is no, the thought is not important right now. It's just worry or thinking or planning. Then you just let it go. You let it go and you come back to your breath. Okay? So I want you to know too that if you start to get uncomfortable in a seated posture, that's normal. Okay? Our bodies can get tired, especially if we haven't conditioned it yet to sit for a long period of time. That's okay. Just go ahead and lie down. Do whatever you need to do so that you can feel comfortable while you're doing your practice. Okay, so I want you to, once again, find your seat. Rest your hands comfortably so that your shoulders feel relaxed. Allow your eyes to close. And let's begin. So now, gently start to open up your eyes. And I want you to move in any way that you need to here. Feel free to stretch, taking the arms up. You can stretch your legs out, wiggle your toes. Take a simple twist. Taking a twist on both sides. And just gently moving the body. So now we are going to move into the part of our meditation that is the loving kindness aspect of our practice tonight. Metta, M-E-T-T-A. Metta means loving kindness. It also means compassion. And it's a practice that has been around for thousands upon thousands of years. And it's been a practice that has helped millions of people with suffering for all those years. It's been a helpful practice. So for this practice, I would like us to lie down. And I want you to make yourself really comfortable. I want you to nurture yourself completely now. Okay? So if you happen to have a couple of pillows or a bolster and you want to take them underneath your knees, you can. If you are using a bolster under the legs and you've got your blocks handy, it can be nice to elevate your feet a little bit, placing them onto the blocks. You might even consider taking a folded blanket or something with a little bit of weight just to lay onto, you can lay it over your body to give you that extra feeling of comfort, of really just cocooning yourself if you want to, and making yourself as comfortable as possible. I'm going to remain seated as I guide you. Okay, so go ahead and lie down. Close your eyes. Allow your eyes and your cheeks and your jaw to relax. Relax your neck and your throat. And just follow that sense of relaxation as it moves down your body. Surrender the weight of your arms. Surrender the weight of your legs. Just allow yourself to get heavy, nice and heavy. And now affirm to yourself that you will remain awake for the metta meditation. Try not to fall asleep. Now, metta, our loving kindness practice, traditionally starts with ourself. But sometimes that can be very difficult to give ourselves loving kindness and compassion. And so the easiest way to start is to bring somebody to mind that you have love for, and it's uncomplicated. Somebody you love very, very much, and you know you love them unconditionally. You love them despite all their perceived flaws, mistakes. You have unconditional love for this person. Bring them to mind. And as you bring them to mind, repeat this phrase. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe and peaceful and free from suffering. May you be happy, healthy. May you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering. And as you continue to hold this image in your mind of this beautiful person, see them looking back at you and know that this person has the same well wishes for you. They wish for you to be happy. They wish for you to be healthy and safe. And they wish for you to be peaceful and free from suffering. Now, as your heart begins to open, I would like to invite you to give yourself this loving kindness, this compassion, this well wish, repeating to yourself as you hold an image of yourself in mind. May I be happy. May I be healthy and safe. May I be free from suffering. May I be peaceful. May I be happy. May I be healthy and safe. May I be peaceful and free from suffering. And now I'd like to invite you to expand your love and your kindness to our group tonight, our virtual group of yogis in solidarity. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be safe. May we be peaceful. May we be free from suffering. Repeating, may we be happy. May we be healthy and safe. May we be peaceful and free from suffering. And now I'd like to invite you to expand a little more. Expand your love and your kindness to our community. Bringing to mind now your community, our community. bringing to mind your friends, your family, your coworkers, bringing to mind fellow yogis, places that you like to visit, people you see. Just expanding, bringing to mind perhaps those you haven't seen in quite a while, but maybe think about from time to time. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be safe. May they be peaceful. May they be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be safe, peaceful, and free from suffering. And now let's invite one more expansion. Let's expand our love and our kindness to our whole planet. Let's allow our vision to move beyond the borders of a state or of a city, moving into the whole nation. Just allowing your vision to move across oceans to other bodies of land. Allowing yourself to see all peoples, including those who may feel difficult, who may bring challenge of acceptance, who may bring up a challenge of being able to love unconditionally. Let's see if we can somehow, some way, maybe someday, include them too. Allowing yourself to send your loving kindness to all the forests, the plant kingdom, the mountains, including the animal kingdom, all the beautiful animals that call this earth home, including the sun, the moon, the stars, including all the galaxies, known and unknown. Just let in your heart, your awareness of your love and kindness to expand as far as you can allow yourself to go, as far as you can go. May we be happy. All of us, all sentient beings, may we be healthy. May we be free from suffering. May we be peaceful and safe. May we be protected. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be safe, free from suffering. May we all be protected. And now I want you to let go of the meditation. And I'd like you to just practice being. Just allow yourself now some time to do absolutely nothing. Just resting now in Shavasana. Just resting exactly as you are. Know that you are loved, that you are cared for deeply. Know that right now, in this moment, nothing is wrong. You're safe. You're very safe right now. There's nothing wrong. You're protected and you're loved. So let yourself just be, just as you are. Now gently start to bring a little bit of movement in. So start to come out of Shavasana. And just wiggle your fingers a bit, your toes. Perhaps you want to open your eyes now. Just slowly and gently coming back into your room here, your space. Notice how you feel. And then if you'd like, you can hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Maybe a gentle rock side to side. And then you're going to make your way to a seat the best way you know how, your favorite way. And we'll bring our palms together again in Namaste position, Anjali Mudra, that hand gesture for peace. And we'll close our practice this evening with an Om. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Namaste. I want to thank you very much for joining me this evening in this tonight's practice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much, Peter. Sion, Sarah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.